chance to check out some stats for Tobias Harris.
And guys, he's regressed a little bit offensively. He hasn't been the same this month as he was earlier in the season. He's lacking the edge that he had, and he needs to change his mindset. Stop sitting back and get into attack mode.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Lou Williams out there with Simmons. Then there's Harris. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Toppin in at the 4. And for Milwaukee, they've got Sexton. Whiteside is out there with Favors. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Murray in at the 1.
And then Leonard enjoys jamming it home. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
Now Simmons. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Harris, count that bucket. Clark, with last season shortened, maybe some second-year players hitting the rookie wall for the first time here in 2021.
That's a good point. I mean, again, the carryover, you know, people tend to look at this thing in compartments this season, this number of games, but there is carryover. I mean, teams that go through lengthy runs in the playoffs each year and then start up again oftentimes have fatigue battles that other players and teams don't. So that's real, the fatigue that carries over from season to season.
Here's Harris. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Here's Murray. Here's Sexton. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 or 4 so far.
Simmons passes to Williams. Back to Simmons. Just 5 on the clock. Over Whiteside, and it's blocked by Whiteside.
And Whiteside takes great pride in rejecting shots. Outstanding at getting his arms up and denying shooters.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Now here's Simmons. Outside Williams. On the way, Harris. Shoots over Leonard. Harris, good. Harris has got his second bucket.
A real comfort zone for Harris. I mean, he's looking to score often from this area.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The Bucks have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And guys, they've taken a huge step forward at the free throw line this season, especially when you compare it to last season. They're a completely different team in that area.
Now here is Harris, hoping to put that miserable performance against Miami behind him tonight. And slam dunk by Harris.
Tell you what, fellas, like seeing Harris be engaged from there. I mean, refusing to settle for the simple layup. Nice finish.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. Back to Leonard. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Leonard's got 12.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Good on the bucket.
Sliding his way inside. Williams taking advantage of that late reaction by the defense.
Murray against Simmons. here is Murray. Fade away, and it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Milwaukee. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll return shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. They've got Tobias Harris. Toppin is out there with Marjanovic. Then it's Williams. And it's Simmons in at the point. And Simmons kicks to Williams. Suns keep it alive. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
Back to Leonard. Fires the three. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 4 assists now tonight.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in.
Just no fear, guys. I mean, he is willing to mix it up in the paint with the big boys.
Murray, sweet little floater. Murray's got his first basket.
Well, that floater is a shot Murray's had his whole life, guys. The first time I saw him back in college, I could tell right away, instantly, what a great feel he had for that shot.
Simmons passes to Harris. Milwaukee leading by 10. Murray surveying the D. Williams against Sexton. Fires it up. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
You have to honor Sexton's jump shot. He has a strong grasp for when to let it fly.
Simmons against Murray. Simmons dishes to Harris. Poked away. Leonard with the steal. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And, you know, the intensity Leonard plays with on defense is impressive, using his huge hands to claw the ball away.
Pass to Harris. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Boy, that's an outstanding job by Tobias Harris there, keeping his composure and concentration, then converting while under pressure. Well done.
That's good from Harris. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Outside, Sexton. Passes to Leonard. From outside the arc, the basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 3 assists in the game. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 14-point game. To the paint, here's Williams. Basket counts. Williams has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Boy, for a pint-sized guy, Williams can absorb a lot of contact. Torches his man there.
Leonard finds Favors. Shoots over Toppin. Favors can't get it to go.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
And Sexton slams it in.
You know, we know Murray's got some creativity to his passing game, but no need to be creative there. I mean, he sees the wide open man and zips it right to him.
Harris looking it over. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go with a 3. Doesn't go for him. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to... Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He ended up with 22 points. And that's all for now. Say good.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
They've got DeJounte Murray. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Favors. Then there's Whiteside. And it's Sexton in at the 2. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Outside, Sexton. Kicks to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Phoenix has possession. Suns trail by 14. Williams with the ball. 6 points for him.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Murray outside. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And it's Murray with the jam.
Murray, you give him that type of opportunity, you're asking for trouble. He is a strong finisher.
Down low, here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Suns trail by 16. Simmons on the wing. He's covered by Murray. Here's Williams. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Sexton. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Murray against Simmons.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Williams inside. Defended by Sexton. Williams kicks to Simmons. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Simmons got his first 2 points. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Williams with the block. Right side, good. And the Bucks lead by 18.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And he banks in the layup. Simmons got his second bucket of the night.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there. Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Tell you what, fellas, I mean, an outstanding stretch for Harris has been awesome at adding pieces to his game over time, specifically that three-point shot.
And Harris drops them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Leonard against Harris. 11 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. Leonard, that's for 2. Off the mark. And so it's Milwaukee with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Toppin is out there with Marjanovic. Then it's Simmons. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Williams at the 2 guard. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bucks?
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
Here's Murray. Plays it up and banks it in.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
And he makes that one. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter.
So savvy inside for a player of his size, and tough. Williams will do whatever it takes.
Murray, the pass to Favors. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Got a piece of it. Releases from 15. Harris misses.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Murray against Simmons. Murray, good.
Murray is a spectacular talent. And when he gets going, watch out.
Suns trail by 15. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Harris. And Murray's got the ball here for the Bucks. They led by as many as 18 points. Outside, Favors. Inside. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Harris.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know
but,
it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. The pass to Nader. Here's Sharch. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Saric is highly engaged and very good at keeping the defense on their toes and making them commit the foul.
Well, we know the TV networks have brought more revenue, Greg, to the NBA. The expectation is for another bump when they renegotiate in 2023.
You know, at the same time, though, Kevin, with all the cord cutters out there, the league looking to make the game more accessible to those fans. I expect that to be a big part of this next deal.
Right, on your tablet, smartphone, or your computer.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bucks.
And as one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kawhi Leonard.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And obviously a total team player. Saric is a guy, if his teammate is open, he's going to get the ball.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Outside Teague. Pass to Anderson. Saric grabs the board. Defended by Anderson. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.